You know that feeling when you walk into a massive trade show or an exhibition? The energy is just electric, right? But at the same time, it's this chaotic maze of people, booths, and just a total information overload. Well, today we're going to dive into a solution that's designed to bring some serious order to that chaos. It's an app called Paathner.
So, here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll get a little lost in what I'm calling the exhibition maze, just to really understand the problem. Then, we'll look at why this is such a headache for everyone involved, not just you and me. After that, we'll meet our digital guide, Paathner, see how it actually works, what makes it such a game changer, and finally, we'll zoom out and see what all this means for the future of big events.
All right, let's just jump right into it.
Okay, so picture this. You've just walked into a massive convention center. It looks a lot like this, right? There are thousands of people, hundreds of booths, and just this constant hum of activity. It's exciting for sure, but man, is it overwhelming. Where do you even start? How do you find that one specific booth you came to see? You're basically lost in a sea of people.
And you know, this feeling of being completely overwhelmed, it isn't just a visitor problem. The chaos of a big exhibition like this creates some really unique challenges for every single person there.
Yeah, that frustration is a shared experience. And to really get why this is such a big deal, we've got to look at the specific pain points for each group. So let's break it down, starting with the folks trying to run the whole show, the organizers.
For the organizers, an event like this is an absolute logistical nightmare. I mean, they're just drowning in paperwork for registrations and booth assignments, which is super slow and just full of potential errors. Plus, they have no real way to track what's working and what isn't. And on top of all that, they're the ones responsible for safety and crowd control in this massive, unpredictable space.
Okay, now what about the exhibitors? These are the people who've invested a ton of time and money to even be there, but they're stuck in this constant battle for attention. They struggle to connect with the right people. They get bogged down just managing their booth, and they have zero real-time data to know if their strategy is even working. Every single person who walks by without stopping is a potential missed lead. And finally, there's us, the visitors, the very people this whole thing is for. For us, it's just plain overwhelming. You get lost trying to find a booth you read about, there's no easy way to get in touch with an exhibitor later, and finding key info like schedules can be a real pain. It can turn what should be an exciting day into a super frustrating one.
So, we've got a really clear set of problems that affect literally everyone. Now let's talk about the solution. Enter Paathner, which is basically positioning itself as the digital compass for this whole maze.
It's an all-in-one app, and it's designed to be a digital companion for everybody involved. The whole idea is to turn that chaotic experience into something that's streamlined, efficient, and, maybe even enjoyable.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its core, Paathner is an app that zeroes in on those three big problems we just talked about: navigation, data, and communication. It really aims to put a solution for everything right in the palm of your hand.
Okay, that sounds great, but how does it actually do all that? Let's walk through the whole process, from setting up the event all the way to analyzing it afterward.
It really boils down to three simple steps. First up is the setup. Organizers create the event right in the app, and the exhibitors build out their digital booths. Second, during the event itself, visitors like us use the app for maps and to get real-time updates. And third, after the event, everyone can communicate and dive into the analytics to see exactly how it all went down.
And here's maybe the most immediate wow factor. Instead of that familiar feeling of being totally lost in a crowd, the app gives you clear, turn-by-turn directions right to the stall you're looking for. Seriously, just think of it like Google Maps, but for inside a giant building.
But it's about so much more than just navigation. This is about shifting from guesswork to actual knowledge. Instead of just hoping for the best, exhibitors and organizers get a dashboard with hard data: footfall, how long people stay at a booth, how many leads were generated. This means you can change your strategy during the event. See that your morning foot traffic is slow? Boom! You can push an in-app notification about a special demo to draw a crowd. This is a complete game changer for measuring your return on investment. All right, so having data is one thing, but what does that actually mean for the people on the ground? Let's talk about the real-world benefits and what makes this whole approach so unique.
The benefits really create this awesome win-win-win situation. All that paperwork gets replaced by digital efficiency. The communication gaps are closed with in-app messaging. The visitor experience is way, way better. And crucially, everyone gets access to useful data, while organizers get better tools for safety and crowd control. It just makes everything better for everyone.
I mean, when you put it side by side, the difference is just night and day.
The old way meant confusing paper maps, no useful data, and a ton of communication gaps. The Paathner way means you get precise navigation, live analytics, and everything is connected digitally. It's a fundamental upgrade to the entire system.
So now let's zoom out a little. This isn't just about one app. It's about a massive shift in how we manage large indoor spaces.
Get this. The projected market size for indoor positioning and navigation systems by 2032 is nearly $26 billion. So this technology, it's not some small niche thing. It's a rapidly growing industry.
This chart really puts that growth into perspective. We're looking at a jump from about $3.5 billion in 2025 to almost $26 billion by 2032. That's a compound annual growth rate of over 24%. This isn't just a trend, it's an explosion, and it tells us there's a huge demand for solving the exact problems Paathner's tackling.
And this quote from their own materials really gets to the heart of it all. It's not just about making things easier, it's about making them smarter by delivering valuable data-driven insights. That right there is the core of what they're offering.
So, I'll leave you with this question. We've just seen how this technology can totally transform an exhibition hall. But as our physical and digital lives keep getting more and more intertwined, how are tools like this going to reshape all of our shared spaces? Think about airports, malls, museums, even hospitals. The potential here is absolutely massive.